What is happening? So, it's your boy Dumar Rembacher here doing a quick video just showing you a couple real easy ways to address a couple common issues in B-bodies, especially on LS swaps. So right now what I'm going to do is give you a more in-depth, there's really nothing to it, but a more in-depth look at what all you need for a ABS delete on a B-body from 94 to 96, and I believe 91, 92 have the same ABS module for models that had ABS. So I'm sure it's the same all the way around. If not, it's going to be close enough. If not, it's going to be close enough that this information is pretty general and can go either way. So let me turn you guys around and show you a couple things. Alright, so first order of business is this. We're going to do our brake lines. This is your stock prop valve or your B-body master cylinder prop valve. And usually these lines here will run forward to a box, split out, and go to their respective wheels. But all you have to do for the ABS delete is get rid of the big box that's right here. And then what we did was run this line down, and that one goes to the back of the car. And then this one, the rearmost port, goes down to this T here. And then it splits to the driver's wheel and the passenger wheel. I'm trying to get a better picture, but it just goes under the passenger wheel, goes under the motor. Yep. And goes over to the other side. That's legitimately it. It's that simple. Now, if you're worried about your brake bias and all this and that, what you could do is put a prop valve in line right here with this with the larger line, and that will, you'll still be getting full pressure to the front, and you can adjust your bias to the rear to see how much braking you have to going to the rear. But normally the stock prop valve works just fucking fine. So that's it for the brake line delete. All you need is new lines, a couple T's. This one's going to go on the back wheels only because Alex wants to redo it. But I mean, if your brake lines are good, you could just cut into the stock line and run it from right there to right here on a 1/4 inch line. So there you go with that. And now to show you guys the fuel system trick I got. Right now we got LS1 rails, so it's a little bit off as far as mounting holes, but I mean, that's not a huge deal. I'm gonna heat this up, bend it, drill new holes or something. And these are the 60-pound injectors, the tall body injectors. It's an LS1 rail on that LS3 intake, LS3 heads. So if you don't want to mess with like your fuel lines and run new lines on your B-body, and you have a single line in on your fuel rail, which means you have a returnless style fuel system. Returnless. But the stock B-body is return style, has a line, 2 lines going to the fuel rail. These are your 2 lines. Right here. These lines snake from down here. They come up, normally they snake and go to the intake here. But now what we're gonna do, this is a Corvette fuel filter. You can use any 98, I believe, or 99 to 02 Corvette fuel system when the regulator is the fuel filter. That actually plugs into stock B-body lines. If you get rid of this here, the plastic clips, there's plastic clips on both sides. So I'm going to take this clip off here real quick. Give me one moment, and then I'll clip this on and show you. So give me 1 second, guys. All right, so we are back, and I got rid of that little clip. Here it goes right here. Now put the other fuel line on. As you see here, stock B-body lines, they plug in and clip. Like, that's not coming off, that's nice and snug. And what we're gonna do probably for the first start is just put this filter here until we get a line. But all you got to do is mount your fuel filter here, run a line from this behind the brake booster or under the brake booster, however you want to do it, up to here, and you have a plumbed fuel system. So for all these people telling you, oh, LS3 rails, you need a returnless rail, that's going to cost money. No, all this stuff, GM made it so there's always a way. There's so many different attacks to the same problem that, I mean, you can find a solution if you feel like putting the effort and brain power to. Or you can just spend the extra money. Like this is we'll say this rail was $40, I think we paid. Filter was, how much did you pay for this filter, Alex? Like $15?
Something like that.
Yeah, it was like 15.
20, 24.
Okay, so we'll say $24. So altogether, under $70 so far, and we got almost a full fuel system. Now, on stockish swaps, you can use like an EP381 pump. Those pumps are pretty good. On this, I might just have Alex go straight to like a Walbro 255 or something like that, just to make sure we got enough fuel, because the LS3 heads are going to ask for a lot. Wow. Are going to ask for a lot of fuel because of all the extra airflow we're going to get from this setup. So, especially 58 PSI fuel system versus the stock B body, I believe, is set at 43 PSI on the LT1. Don't quote me on that. I know it's somewhere around there, but I think it's 43 PSI versus 58 with the with that regulator. So, that being said, that's a plumbed fuel system. All you have to do is put a bolt or a stud or something here to mount this. These come with a hole and a bracket. So, I mean, you can't beat that. So, yep, that is a LS fuel system. Nice and easy. Don't fret over this stuff, man. It's super simple. Give me just a second. So that's about all I got for you guys. Got the fuel system set up, and I got the brake line. I showed you guys how the brake lines are ran. And after you get to the back, it's all stock. It's just the T back there. You run those to each line. So, I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Learned a little something just to see another quick trick on how easy this stuff really is, man. Don't let these LS swaps get you intimidated. And once I get the knock sensor harness, we're going to go ahead and get this car started, because there's nothing else to wait for at this point. The car's, I mean, the harness is almost, well, the harness just needs the knock sensor harness and 4 wires, and then I'll be able to show you guys how I hook that up, and we're going to start this bitch right here. So, that being said, like, comment, share, subscribe. Let that bitch eat.